It's Sunday, almost 10 to 7, 20 degrees, in between stalemate and change. Let's go and have a look what it's like outside. Oh no, that's it. All bets are off. Dave is a big knob. Oh dear. Right. Yeah. That's more like it. Can't see that. Dave has a big knob. Anyway, that's it. Bets are off now. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Yeah, so it's raining. Well, I was going to do a bit of fishing this morning, but that's out now. So, oh, I've got a phone problem as well. My phone's just completely died. The battery's gone. I don't know whether I'd left the app on, the Speedo app. Thought I'd turned it off. That would drain the battery, but I'll have to check that out. It's never done that before overnight. Anyway, I think I'll put the kettle on. So it was a bit of a, well, to be expected afternoon really. Not one that I'd planned. I'd planned on staying a little bit sober. But oh, result 4-0 to me at Crib. Anyway, I was going to do a little bit of filming with my other camcorder and my new gadgets and stuff. But obviously can't do that in the rain. Well, it is raining. It's not raining hard. I'm contemplating doing my little walk round past the nasty woman's bush. I think what I'll do is I'll give it a try, but I ain't got my walking boots on. I don't want to ruin my trainers because I've only got one other pair. So let's give it a try and see how it goes. If it gets too muddy, I'm coming back. A pallet tree. So here I am at the crossroads. Up there is for the nasty lady's bush. Well, in my opinion, she's nasty, Your Honour. And down there, I'm guessing, just takes you farther up the road than going up there. Well, I've done the bush to death, so I'm going to get her down there. Let's see where this takes us. It's trying to proper rain now. But funnily enough, this walk that I've been doing has been under a lot of trees, so I've not felt it hardly. Yeah, so a little short walk, 5 minutes, and I'm at the road now. I'm guessing this is the same road that took me all the way to the maltsters, but it's not. I haven't got my phone, I've not got my GPS. It's got to be on it, surely. Who is this, Shirley? Yes, that's where you normally come out. Just past the dustbins is the bush. And it's proper raining now. Unlike before when it was not proper rain. Oh, 10 minutes, I'll be back. Should have took my walkie-talkie, shouldn't I? Get the kettle on. I've not got into it yet, I've not got organised. Plenty of time this morning to get sorted. Set up a rod for later. Sort my GoPro out. Yes, getting back now. Sort my GoPro out, get the date right on that, because that is a nightmare. When I download all the footage of that, it's like, it always says 2001. So I've got to go through every bit of footage to see when it was. So I'm hoping I can set the date on that and it'll stay set this time. The trials and tribulations of a YouTuber. And then, sorry if I disturbed you. So is it if they stood up it's going to be nice? If they lay down it's going to rain? I think you can work that one out, can't you, Dave? It's pissing down and it all stood up. You looking at? Can't smell me now. Come on then. Oh, a cat. Ooh. There it is, absolutely lashing down. You can't see that on the camera, I don't think. Oh, I can't, it's all over the camera. Or maybe the tree just dropped its load on me. Anyway, let's get back and have a brew. Well, I've done this shot once or twice. I've got my own pizza oven now. Last time I videoed here, at Easter, I actually went on record as saying I'm not a great fan of pizzas. And here I am a few short months later with my own pizza oven at home. Now these are cheating, these are electric, aren't they? I think they have the pizza store in. I haven't got my glasses on, so I can't really see. Opening hours Monday to Sunday, 12 till 9. You'll be able to see that better than I can. It is a lovely beer garden here. Ranworth Beer and Cider Festival. You'll be on then, August 9th to the 11th. And I probably won't have even edited this video by then because we're going down to Wales next week for the clam pits. Oh, I suppose I better get back. She'll be wondering where I am. Is that a party popper I saw go off there? Don't start the party yet, love, I'm still alive. Camera check, camera check. So you'll be glad to know that I'm having my camera there. So I won't be able to look at you while I'm driving too much. So that'll cut down on the hours of footage. You'll be glad to know. Right. The time is 8:30. And we've got a long cruise. It's 4 hours from here to Yarmouth, and then a couple of hours to Reedham. That's the plan, Reedham first, and then wherever. I will keep you updated. Okay, this is just a test of my new gadget. My wireless mic setup. I'm just going to test the distance. What did it call it I got then? Oh God. Right. So, a few more people about than there was earlier. I'm just going to walk over to the lavatory. Nobody sees me now, I think I'm talking to myself. We're at the other side of the stairs now, so I don't know whether it'll be picking it up from here. Right now. I can be doing one of those documentary types, you know? And I can find somewhere there's nobody else listening. I'm going to walk towards the camera and tell you a little about Ranworth and where I am. I'm at the shop. You can probably see me from there with that camera, can you? That's me, the good looking one coming down towards you now. Right. We're now just on the edge of the grass. Pardon? No. No. Okay. I wish I was here, but Woods, well actually not, he's dead, isn't he? But, right, so I think we'll set off shortly. Somebody's going to have a good time with our money. They've got a converter, 93p left on there. So what are we having for breakfast? Hey, missus! Don't start giving me choices, it's only 10 o'clock, it's gone. Well, I'll change, please. Yeah, so anyway, that's the plan. We're off down south. Now I'm testing with my furry friend, can't make a noise, to see if this picks up the engine noise or not. If you can still hear the engine over my voice.
then it's been a waste of how much it cost me. 20 quid. So yes, so I mean I can hear the engine because we are doing, what are we doing?
5.8.
No, revs. 1200, 1400, 30. 1200 revs. So yeah, so test over.
11.
I'm just doing a quick equipment check. Ah, fine. Now then, I've sussed it out now. I've checked the thingamabob, my little furry friend. And obviously you're going to hear the engine, aren't you? When we're doing 6 mile an hour. We're just coming down to 5 mile an hour. So you're going to hear the engine noise because obviously there's noise, but it does sound a little bit better. Now that's bad news as far as you're concerned. The good news is I won't be doing as much filming as I did when we came in April, because I've got this camera, I've got my GoPro, now I've got another one at the back, and editing all that footage and putting it all together is a nightmare. Now I just put the cameras on now because I want to show you something that's a definite no-no. Well, you get them. Actually, yesterday I forgot to mention this in the previous footage, but yesterday we were coming down from the moorings towards Ranworth. There's day boats galore going up. You just get some knobheads, don't you? Started throwing things at the boats as we were passing. It looked like dog biscuits they were throwing, but I don't know, brain dead. Well, if that floats your boat, then fair enough. Anyway, you can't see at the moment because I can't see them, so you won't be able to do. But not the one in front, not the one in front of that, which is in the shadow, which is our neighbours in the mooring. And it turns out they're actually neighbours where we live almost. They live about 2 or 3 miles away from us. Anyway, not the one in front of that, but the one in front of that. See, can you see? I don't know if you can see. There's a guy on the back. He's fishing as they're going along. Yeah, you can get serious ass kicked for that. That's not allowed. But what can you say? In fact, there's 2 of them at it. Yeah, it's not allowed that. They're not catch nothing doing that, yeah. I don't know what they think they're catching. So if the rangers see them doing that, they will be getting the botties kicked. And we're just coming up to Wakel Bridge. And I've started speeding again then. Multitasking. Yeah, so we won't be doing as much filming, I don't think. I definitely want to do some fishing. I've had the gauntlet thrown down by my mate Mark, who's coming down with his wife Karen tomorrow. They're on San Remo, and he loves coming on the Broads and doing a bit of fishing. And he's slightly competitive, to say the least. So he's thrown the gauntlet down. Who's going to catch the biggest bream, I think. But see, the thing is, as I've tried telling him, he thinks it's an excuse. It might be. As I've tried telling him, I don't do much night fishing. I have done years and years ago, till about 3 o'clock in the morning, until I was absolutely savaged by muzzies. He does a lot of night fishing, and that's when you catch the big bream. So I have told him that usually by the time nightfall comes, I'm a little bit tipsy, and it's not a good idea fishing and drinking. As I found out once up at Coldham Hall, after a day-long session, started to fish off the back of the boat. It was actually, what boat was we on? Tobago, I think. And I stepped back, but there was nowhere to step back to. It was just the space at the back of the boat. Fell on my back. Luckily enough, my tackle bag broke my fall. Anyway, Evening Shadow, they're hoping to get it moored up here, but I don't think there's any free moorings. They could get in there, I suppose. If you didn't have boat, oh there they are, there's a fisherman. They were on Brink's Symphony 1. Yeah. So they're fishing while they're going, and they've moored up, so there's a gap behind them and a gap in front of them where all the small boats can get in. Maybe that's the hang about. Oh no, thought that was the boat that Mark's on next week, tomorrow. Anyway, where was I? So maybe that's the plan. They just left a small space either side so they can fish later. Yeah, so I'll maybe try the pub now, Steve and Audrey. Well, so far the rain's kept off, but it has been very cloudy. I've been doing like a photography course, well not so much a course, but I bought a camera years ago, and I only ever used it on auto, I just point and shoot it basically, so I want to learn a little bit more and take some better photos really. So I was hoping to get some sunsets and sunrises, maybe not many sunrises, but problem being is the clouds and the weather, but hopefully tomorrow and Tuesday's supposed to be nice. See what they got in over there, the space there for them. Oh well, right, we'll get past the pub. See, that's a problem, isn't it, passing a pub. You never guess what I'm on about. What time is it? Well, it's well past 0 o'clock, it's 28 minutes past 11, and I'm about to have a hot chocolate. Oh, I did put the... oh no, you right. Thank you. Ooh. You were supposed to be taking over so I could do the back. I know. Alright, what's going on here now? What is going on? The boat coming the other way. Oh, it's Evening Shadow, they just turned round. I think they're trying them more, aren't they? By the looks of it. Oh, there's loads of space there, what's the matter with them? Are you not bothering? Wait. See you later. I think Stores is the next time I shall be speaking. So I have sussed out that it is slightly better with my little furry friend, even though I've not got the right gear on. I'll have to clip it onto the front there. Anyway, I've been reading a thriller about Norfolk Broads, well, about a policeman who's on Norfolk Broads. I think somebody posted it on the Norfolk Broads Boaters Facebook group ages ago. DCI Tanner. Can't for the life of me think of it, what he's called, but I will find out. I can't even remember. I don't know what the book's called. See, if you've got a paperback or a hardcover, you can just look at the book, can't you, and say, right, it's called such thing. But with a Kindle, it never tells you unless you have to go and look for it, don't you, in the settings and stuff. So I don't know what it's called, but it's the first in, I think he's done 3 now. In this one, he just moved up from London, and not everybody's best pleased to see him, a copper from London coming up, and the local ones having the nose pushed out. And he does seem to have good knowledge of the area, although he's used a different pub name. I think from the description the pub would be the King's Head at Wroxham, but obviously you can't use the King's Head when you're talking about the owner of it maybe murdering somebody or being killed by somebody. So he's called it the Bittern. I don't recall seeing a pub called the Bittern, but not around here. And there was a family on a cruiser, and now it's said near Thurndike. So they were casting off, and he let his young lad help him cast off, which he was reluctant to do, but his wife was having a whinge about something, you know how they are. And so he let his lad go to the bike to cast off, and then all of a sudden the boat lost its power. He tried to go forward and it wouldn't, and the wind's pushing it off the banking, and he's panicking then, thinking that he's either going to pull his son in if he's keeping all the rope, or he'll end up off the banking down the river while his son's still on the bank. So anyway, he gets off, and then he gets off the front, and his son's at the back, and his son then all of a sudden screams, and with this woman's body tangled around the propeller. Messy. So anyway, that's what I'm up to so far. The clever money's on the husband. I can see why. After that, what I found this morning on the window, out of order. Well out of order. So yeah, so anyway, that's it for now. Next stop, well not next stop, next chat, Great Yarmouth. I'm not bothering with Tracy Arms this time. Thanks, Alexa. Alright, love. You alright? Survived 2 days. No, I haven't actually. Survived 1 day so far. Alright, so we're approaching Yarmouth and we've got a yachty guy demasting in front of us. It's very awkward to go any slower. We're doing 600 revs, so I'm going to go past him, avoiding hitting the boat over there and the broadside Authority Ranger. Let's steam on. And I've got the camera at the bike working this time. You do have to put it on Wi-Fi. I think there is a little button you can press for a few seconds on one of the functions on the top. I'll suss that out because it says messing about. Let's get past these though, I think. Well, I wasn't going to put the cameras on so soon because we're only at Marina Quays. That lovely part of the yacht station. Well, it's not the yacht station, is it really? But because I saw the yachty guy demasting, I thought, oh, I'll get that. Oops, still cutting up. And now you see, now I've got you going, I've got them going. Getting tapped off her. Alexa. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 things I've got to think about. 5 including the driving. Where are we with that one behind? Can I see it on the camera? Oh yeah. So you can see that. See that on the... Right, that's the view from behind. That boat has just gone past us. There it is, it's gone past us again. Oh, we've got to get them synced. Right. Well, we're not far off now, are we? So we might as well keep you on until we get past the yellow post. And no, I won't be looking at you while I'm going over Reedham. Not too much anyway. Not too sure on the quality of that camera. It's not a 4K one on the back. But the picture doesn't look too bad on here actually. Did it go that way? No. So that's been going for 4 minutes 42 seconds. Oh, the book I've been reading, it's called Broadland. Still don't know who's wrote it though. I bought there's two of them, I bought both. And he's done a third one, but I don't think that's, I pre-ordered. I have pre-ordered it for, I think it's September, $1.99 it is, bargain. And we've got 9 foot 3. And we're whizzing down now, speeding again. You can tell we're not going, there's no wash whatsoever. Yeah, this could come in handy when I'm staying mooring, couldn't it? Could actually see how far I'm off the banking. Right, I'll concentrate a little bit now. What's that song called now? Well, Lord. Where's that boat gone? Is it behind us? Oh, I'll be right. I can relax now. Oh, there's, what's it called? The Jolly Richie. Single mooring only on that side up there. I'm sure they can double moor. Well, I have double moored here before. And the time now, oh, we've peaked a bit early. It's 1:15. We're actually at low water now. So that's what happens when you come in with the tide. You go a little bit faster than you anticipate. So we will be punching the tide slightly on the other end. Not a major problem. Yeah, that's another similar type as Sunday Moor. Melody 1. All quiet on the eastern front. Oops. Watching where you're going, boy. Yeah. I don't recognise any of those two guys.
So, because it's low water?
There's more water?
No, because it's low water. If you were mooring here, would you turn round and moor that way? Would it matter at the moment?
Well, I think it is still slightly going that way, so I would probably, you'd probably get away with mooring either way, but I think to be safe you'd be better off turning around and just, there's no wind, so that doesn't make a difference, but I think it is still sort of going out a little bit. Should have brought Alexa with us, shouldn't we? Alexa, is it low water at Great Yarmouth? We should know. Yeah, but you can see, I mean, we're only doing, what, we're doing 600?
5.2.
5.2 miles an hour.
So normally that would be 3 miles an hour. So yeah, it's still going out.
Yeah, so yeah, I would turn around and go the other way. Well, I drove over that bridge last Friday. I dropped somebody off. Well, me and Christy, we came down. There was a woman in a wheelchair. See, that's what I do. I transport people, disabled people, like a wheelchair taxi basically. And this woman had phoned me up asking, is it possible to take her mum and dad to Loddon? They live about 5 miles away from where I live. At first I thought she said London. I said, oh, it's a long way, London. She said, no, Loddon. I said, oh God, that's even further, isn't it? So anyway, I said yes. I said, I'll do it a little bit cheaper if you don't mind me taking Christine with us, and we'll book it in an hotel and meet up with friends on the way back. So they did. And it took us 6 hours to get here on the Saturday afternoon. Well, it was Saturday morning when we set off about 10 o'clock. And it took us 6 hours to get here, and then it was an hour and a half back up to where we're staying up at Guyerne, I think it's called, near Wiz Beach. The Oliver Twist Hotel. Oh well, the Oliver Twist Country Inn, that was nice. And then I had to come back for them. So I came down on the Friday, because there's no way I was coming down on the Saturday and driving all the way back home. So I came down on the Friday and stayed at the Nelson Hotel on the front at Great Yarmouth. And it's only a 3-star hotel, but whereas we paid £90 a night at the Oliver Twist, it was £30 What's that got in its mouth? A big twig, must be one making a nest. And it was £30 a night at the Nelson. I mean, the difference was obvious. It is a 3-star hotel. Clean, needs refurbishing really. Breakfast were nice. And then I had to go and pick them up then the next morning and then drive all the way home. I don't think I'd be doing that job again. It was a bit too much. When you drive down here and you're on holiday, it's not too bad, but when you come and do it for work. Alright, here we are. Let's pass the yellow post. That seagull gonna crap on me then. One bit first time a bird shit on me. Hey?
It's like we're going out to sea.
Hey, see those ships? You can tell the difference, can't you? Because there's what are they doing over there? Can't be fishing. Oh, they might be. Oh, I don't know if you got that on the camera up there, but you look like you nearly slipped on the banking then. Well, should we head that way just in case?
Looks like they've got measuring bridges up there.
Oh look.
You can go straight through the middle.
There must be a big ship coming through then somewhere. I see no ships. Yeah, so we're now doing 3.9. Better get some revs. Well, I think that's the first time I've seen that up. Yeah, stopped.
Oh, it's the yellow.
Oh, it's the same in thingamabob coming through. All that traffic backed up.
Not really.
That top line, it doesn't look as though it's moving, does it? Oh, it is, it's just crawling almost.
Do it back like one, do
Yeah.
you feel like it, does it?
No.
So the yacht behind us, would he have to do that? Or can he
Well,
get his mats down?
Well, he's going to have to take that down to get through those other bridges, isn't he? But if they come through, well, there is a demasting area, isn't there, up here? But if he comes through there from the other one behind us, he may be able to get them to lift it again. Once the traffic's gone. I think that's the first time I've seen that open though.
Down both sides.
Oh, there's more of them, what?
Ah,
Oh,
right,
those
that's right.
the people in the cars are not going to be happy, are they? That's going to be a good 10 minutes before all them are through. Oh dear. Porter's bum. I can't turn around to see that it's gone now, but
I'll never unsee that.
like you see a builder's bum, that was a porter's bum. Hanging over the side. Right, I'm going to concentrate now. Well, at least I've got my co-pilot with me now, so I'm alright. It's not too far up here where I went on the wrong side of the post.
Yeah.
No, I did go on the wrong side of the post. I nearly run aground, but didn't quite. Let's have a look how much traffic there is. Ooh. Oh yeah, further on the mountain there.
Is your back camera still recording?
Yeah. I'm positive. Yeah, you can see, well no, I'm not positive. You can see it on, yeah, it's 18 minutes that's took us. Right. You should be alright there now for a bit, shouldn't you? Yes, so you'll be able to see through the camera from the rear now. The traffic, well, you can only see as far as the Premier Inn, you can't see any farther than that. But I think that's the last one now that's just going past us. It's great, this mic, if it's working that is, at this, well it should be at this distance. I can actually go in the toilet. I will be cutting this bit out, you won't be hearing this on the... I'm only joking, I'm not really. Anyway, you can see it there, can't you? I can tell you this story now while you're watching. She's not actually speaking to me really properly. It's should have got my own back on, I didn't I? You know, this morning when that on the window. Well, she said, didn't she? Earlier on, she said, when you're going out, can you get some pills to make it a bit more lively in the bedroom? So I got some diet pills. She weren't happy.
Sparkling strawberry and vanilla.
Anyway, here we are going through Reedham. Well, we're just about to go through the bridge at Reedham. And it is now 3:03 on Sunday afternoon. Stopped serving food at the Reedham ferry at 3:30 and then start again at 5:30. So I'm thinking that's the plan. If we get in there, we'll be going for something to eat in the ferry. Got a doobry on at the back. With the furry friend. It could be worse than coming back. We could come back to Reedham in the space and then go in the Nelson or the ship. I like the ship. Not been there for a while. Might even decide to just like ferry it. Oh no, just wants to go on the ferry. What I was thinking, dear.
Yes, dear.
It'd be more dear. The ship's nice. You remember going in there that time with Mum's? With the Mums when they were alive. You remember? When we were on for Vulcan. We walked down the nice beer garden and you remember? I was just thinking if there's room we could just get in here.
No.
Right. So we'll crack on then. There's loads of room there.
If you wanted to, I'm not. But I thought we.
What?
What?
Go on, what?
I thought we planned to go to Reedham Ferry. So what's your game? What's this game we're playing now?
We're not playing a game. Right,
Yeah.
we'll go up to Reedham Ferry. If we can't get in, we can either crack on further up or come back and get in
I
here.
thought that was the plan anyway. So
Well, no, I didn't
stop
mention-
changing the goalposts halfway through.
Changing, no, it's called moving the goalpost.
Well,
You know nothing about football.
I know nothing and do not want to know.
Right, no,
nothing
what I'm
about
saying is at the
football.
moment there's a couple of spaces here.
Right.
So if we went up to Reedham Ferry and there's no space, we could possibly come back and maybe still get in then.
Okay.
Or we could crack on and go wherever. So we'll go up to the ferry and then we'll have a look. See this one, we just gone past it, the ship, do you not remember? No?
Yeah, I do remember it. What is this game we play?
It's that dementia, isn't it? It just keeps coming and going,
Oh,
doesn't it?
this is the game, is it?
See, you don't even know what the game is, so
You've not told me what the game is, that's why.
I think you need to go and get some treatment.
I do. I'll ask the doctor, how is it? I can put up with it.
Right, anyway. Oh, there's loads of room here, but there's a few boats coming up behind us, so I've got one up the rear. Life jackets going on, front click every trip. Look at that, right in there. With Lord Nelson as well, like in there. Nice beer garden, look. I think I sat outside there. Was I dreaming? I might have been dreaming that I sat in that beer garden. Alright, well. Let me have 3 of these. Four. reckon? There's not much room to manoeuvre there. Might have to give it a try. Yeah, it's a bit iffy that, isn't it? There's a more on the other side of that one there. I'll have to get in there. Yeah. Cheers, mate. Have I missed that back end, Chris? I can't see the bike. There you go. Cheers, mate. Right, we squaws in. A little bit of help from Mr. Jack Skipper. So I'll switch you off and catch you later. So I had time to do a bit of fishing and caught a monster, as you can see in the picture. We then called in the pub to book a table for later, had a couple of pints, and then yes, well, Christine, after the meal, I think she wished she'd listened to me about going to Reedham. And the things weren't cheap in the ferry. And to be honest, that's the worst meal I've ever had on the Broads. I'll tell you about that in the morning.